Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football, and on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A first down throw for Winston. And his first pass is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. As we get a peek at Brett Hundley, the former UCLA Bruin, he'll be the man under center.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Hundley. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now, Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Throwing, Hundley. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Pick your game up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hundley. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw underneath for Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Evans, once again, the intended receiver. On 2nd and 10. Winston, but it's going to be 2nd down. And Winston lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. But once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. On 2nd and 9, Hundley. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
He'll drop to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that takes us from second to third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Winston. That's caught by Howard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, it's Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Hundley now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. A first down carry here for Johnson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Suckup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
All day, every day, any day. Check, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On play action, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happened. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Hundley. Complete. It's Johnson. Fights through, and now a crease. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down Cardinals. Hundley going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing, Hundley. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Hundley. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Winston now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again with Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and goal. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Winston. That's complete right around the 8. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Gay's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And that will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia, a big one for the Eagles, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New England Patriots. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed. Extra point try now for Succop.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Room here to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 31.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's brought in by Doxson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Hundley now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Out of the left. Move.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run any.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here. 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Keep playing hard.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Now Hundley. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
43 is the mic. Oh, you got deep.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now Winston, he completes it to Evans. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hundley. That ball complete to Isabella. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. Screenplay, Johnson. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Suckup for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He finds his target. It's Evans. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now let's look at David Johnson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target. Tighten up.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 11. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The busy night continues for Johnson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
He's back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
Hey, we got 3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Buccaneers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis